guys. So this is video number 1 of the reactions that I'm going to do for the first anniversary of Afterburner by Gavin. The context of this is that I just had this dumb idea that I would stop listening to Afterburner for a month and then I would listen to it again and film myself reacting to it as if it were the first time, which of course it isn't, because it's one of my favorite albums, if not the favorite of 2020. I've said this before, this album carried my frail sanity throughout the crazy year. And to be honest, I really hope that the first show that I go to after the pandemic is Gavin. They're my favorite band right now, and so this is what it's about. So this is the first song on the album, which is also the first single they released in February 2020. The name is Prisoner, and it's a splendid song, like everything they do, right? Like, let's be honest, I am a DGD simp. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. Alright, so wow, so many feelings. This was one of the first songs that I listened to by them. I got into them right before Afterburner was released, and wow, this song is lovely. So I like how it starts with just Will's guitar, that opening riff, and Matt's, the fullness of his drums. You know, the OG DGD members. That's lovely to see them there doing their thing. And then along comes Tillian asking the real shit. Yeah. Do you crave a greater reason to exist? Gosh. Have you always known that symmetry is bliss? We know you see the pattern. So he's talking about spiritual stuff here, right? He's asking you how you perceive reality or the universe. Who knows, right? And this is something this is exactly the theme of the song, right? And the video is very oriented to that whole idea of basically having a psychedelic experience, right? Through probably substances, I suppose, I guess. The lyrics point strongly to that. The whole aesthetic of the video does too. So yeah, let's go. Oh god. So damn. Okay, this is the first encounter I had with the myth that is John Mass. This whole thing where he's screaming and he's just chilling on the couch. Amazing stuff, brilliant comedy. I think it's amazing how it's like a DGD lore thing, right? That John makes it easy, makes it look easy. Something that is not, right? We know that screamy vocals are hard to accomplish, and you know, the continuity, how he has managed to continue to scream better and better every time. It's remarkable. So I want to point out here that there was an interview where John said that this album had more cohesive themes, which is splendid. I mean, I have absolutely nothing about lyrics that have nothing to do with the others, because crazy DGD is life. But this is like a fresh thing that they tried, and they really accomplished something remarkable. Because yes, in this case John is talking about basically the same things as Till, but in a John way, right? Because Till is being straightforward, like asking you questions, and then John is like, lay in your lap and philosophy don't bother me, come back when you're trash. So uh this makes a lot of sense, right? I get a little, I don't know, frustrated, like, when people go, oh, but John's lyrics don't make sense. Yes, they do, bro. Yes, they do a lot of sense. So, in this case particularly, it's, well, he's talking about a trip, basically, I guess. Laying in a lap, maybe he was a cat in this trip, or he was with a cat in this trip. This reminds me of something he told in a podcast, that he had seen a cat who told him to get his shit together and come back afterwards, which is pretty similar to what he says here, right? He says, come back when you're trash. So, because philosophy doesn't bother him. So, I guess this is a John way of saying that you don't need to take yourself so seriously, that you can be silly, you can have fun, which is what I think he tries to accomplish with the band, like the music, this type of art. He likes to have fun with it. He doesn't like to go too deep into stuff, right? And so he would probably hate this video. Thank God he's never want to watch it. Yes, let's go. All right. So, okay, first of all, shout out to the stylists of this video. They look splendid. They look lovely. Oh, I love the attire. I mean, they are beautiful. But when they are dressed like this, they are more beautiful. I love them. So, yes, Till is basically still talking about psychedelic experience. He's talking about how you are welcome to come to the realm of non-existence that you achieve when you consume hallucinogens, like shrooms, psilocybin, acid. I think this is about acid, that's what I'm leaning into, or DMT maybe. But yeah, you must come alone. You must not come with the flesh. You must not come with the ego. Right? You need to come alone. So everything is everywhere is home. So this is again something that you realize when you are outside of let's say a normal state of mind. That's one of the first things that you realize, that a lot of the things that you think when you are, let's say, sober, are really not so true. Some of the things that you think are actually errors of perception. I think that's something that they are trying to tell us with this song. Oh. Oh God. Bear in mind that I hadn't heard this song in a month, so I'm feeling a lot of feelings right now. So, okay, the chorus is beautiful. What Till is saying here is that he's looking at the prisoner, the person that is inside uh, flesh body, that he needs to free himself of that, and that he, from a perspective of probably a superior being or like a spirit guide or something like that, is telling this person that they'll never judge them. So that is a welcome relief of, you know, traditional religion, that all they do is judge you. So I guess that, you know, Till is pretty much sick of organized religion. I guess it's a prevalent theme in his lyrics. And well, John too, right? He says things that give this idea. So the chorus is beautiful, and now we're getting into a funky guitar bass metal. Tim is dancing. I love that. I didn't remember that. Okay, so I had never noticed that John seems to be emanating some sort of light in this shot. I had never noticed that. So the distortion of his face, yes, I had noticed. So it's a very like straightforward reference to hallucinogens, right? When you are seeing funny things. But yeah. So what John is saying here is that they have to sustain a guy, somebody who is probably high maintenance. And I again think that he's talking about the ego that psychedelics are supposed to free you from, right? This is a theory by the theorists of this, the guys who first discovered acid, like Timothy Leary and, you know, Aldous Huxley and stuff. So I have this theory that John named his cat after Timothy Leary, but I guess we will never know. So yeah. Yeah, it's so clear. Push that guy out of the way. Your ego. Space-time has no value. We're both connected. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is again something that a lot of people experience. The Buddhist idea that we are all connected, that we are all nodes in an infinite net that comprises all consciousness, human, animal, vegetal, I guess. Everything and anything is outside of you the same way as it is inside of you. And that is why everywhere is home, because we are everywhere basically. So this is something that is prevalent in Eastern religion, and I suppose that they've had some contact with this ideas, and they are talking about them now. And then we're going to the beautiful chorus. Oh. The bass in this part, I think these things are good because I was vibing with the bass. Oh gosh. Oh. Oh. This is brilliant songwriting by John. My eyes are watering a little bit because I have forgotten how much I love this line. Oh my god. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so my god, they spoke with potent pain to all that's broken, to tears in rain. That is, he's talking about somebody who in this experience realized that all the brokenness inside of you is just like all the pain and all that stuff is just inside of you. And my god, and when he said tears in rain, that's of course a reference to Blade Runner. I'm sure it has to be, because it's so tears in rain. That's what Roy tells Decker when he's about to die, right? And what he's talking about there is how everything that we are is going to fade into nothing once we die, which is what he's about to do in the movie. And it's well, trivia stuff here. Rutger Hauer, the actor that played Roy, actually died in 2019 when the movie is supposed to happen. It's but okay, let's not trail so much. So John says that every side was the same and no coin to flip. I think again he's talking about mortality, and because John talks about death quite a bit in his lyrics, and it's normal, right? We are all aware that we are mortals, and we have like nobody really knows what happens after we die. So it's just normal that an artist goes into that question, right? But in again Buddhist religion, it is said that death and life are the two sides of the same coin. So he's probably referring to that everything is the same, so there is no real reason to be afraid. That is something that John also leans into a lot. You don't have a reason to be afraid, really. And and I think that's beautiful. All right, let's continue. My god, John, you're making me cry. Okay. Whoa. Yay. Oh, the trip is peaking now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the acid is peaking now. He the colors are distorting, and they are like chasing flies around, like things they are seeing. So yeah. Come back. Okay, so I love this part because I'm pretty sure that it is Tillian who screams, "Come back down to crippling doubt." So here he's coming down from the trip, probably, because he's saying that, okay, you did it again, you danced with the devil, you went into this another state, and now you're back. And sadly, you're back to crippling doubt, because I think that this is something that probably Till probably struggles with, self-doubt. Like it's crazy how he's such a talented man, an incredible lyricist. He's stupidly handsome, and he still has self remarkable, and it's so human, to be honest. So he's saying like, let's go back to being ourselves then, I guess. Shit, this is so good. Gosh. Okay, so now John is going completely John, right? He's saying that Billy backs abortion and eye cream and smokes a pack of Christian Bale. Okay, so first of all, I think he's referring to something like American Psycho, where with the eye cream and the fucking in islands, and that's why he mentions Christian Bale probably. And this reminds me a little bit of the way Londoners speak. Like, instead of saying time, they say lemon and lime. So I wonder if Christian Bale is something. I don't know. It's so funny. So yeah, he's talking about oscillation and waves and telling you to get off your high horse again, get rid of your ego, and fly the spy plane, like spy the other planes of existence, like realize that the idea of individuality, mortality, all of this only exists in your mind, right? So when you free yourself of stuff, then you are in the position of looking at stuff a different way, right? So I think this is pretty much what the song is about. That's why it's called Prisoner, I think. Okay, so he's now going into my favorite part where he says, I love it. Yes. So yeah, the spy plane is acid, classic acid. So yeah, he's definitely talking about weaving into the fabric, the fabric of reality, of consciousness, universal consciousness. All of these themes are very prevalent throughout the whole song, and the filter is freaking out. I guess he's talking about the hallucinations that he's having. He's comparing them to a Snapchat, Instagram filter, right? So I love how in the end it looks like they are beating the shit out of the cameraman right in the end, right before the abrupt end of the song, which I think is very well thought, because after this is, I think, Lyrics Lie, which also begins like that. It's a very energetic continuation of the album, but well, I wonder if they're like beating the fuck out of your ego. That's what they wanted to do there. I don't know. So okay, that's it for me. This song is fantastic. I adore it. The video is so well done, and the lyrics, my god, I could literally talk about it for days. So this is the rant coming to an end. Thanks for sticking with me. Oh gosh, if you actually did watch it, I love you, and hope you liked it, and stay cool.